Men reach their sexual peak at 17 years of age. Here's what science and psychology really say. The idea that men reach their sexual peak at 17 years of age is often repeated online, but the truth is far more complex and far more interesting. While testosterone levels are indeed at their highest during late adolescence, sexual peak is not a single moment in time. It is shaped by a combination of biology, psychology, emotional maturity, and life experience. From a purely hormonal standpoint, male testosterone typically peaks between 17 and 19 years of age. Testosterone is the primary hormone responsible for libido, spontaneous erections, sexual curiosity, and physical energy. At this age, the male body is primed for reproduction, sperm count is high, erections are frequent, and recovery time after orgasm is very short. Biologically, this is why scientists sometimes label this stage as the physical sexual peak. However, sexual performance is not the same as sexual satisfaction. At 17, the brain, especially the prefrontal cortex responsible for decision-making, emotional control, and empathy, is still developing. Psychologically, many young males struggle with anxiety, insecurity, unrealistic expectations, and lack of emotional awareness. This means that while the body may be powerful, sexual confidence and emotional connection are often underdeveloped. As men enter their late 20s to mid-30s, testosterone slowly declines, but psychological factors improve dramatically. Emotional intelligence, relationship skills, communication, and self-awareness increase. Many men during this phase report better control over arousal, stronger emotional bonding, and deeper sexual satisfaction, even if raw physical drive is slightly lower than in adolescence. From a psychological viewpoint, women often experience peak sexual satisfaction with partners who are emotionally stable, attentive, and confident, qualities that usually develop later than teenage years. This is why, despite teenage males having high biological drive, their overall sexual effectiveness is often lower than that of mature adults. Another important factor is stress and lifestyle. Teenagers generally have fewer responsibilities, which supports high libido. As men age, work pressure, financial stress, poor sleep, and unhealthy habits can lower testosterone and sexual desire. However, men who maintain physical fitness, good mental health, and strong relationships can preserve a high level of sexual function well into their 40s and beyond. Psychology also shows that sexual peak is subjective. Some men feel most sexually confident at 20, others at 30 or 40. Experience, trust with a partner, and body acceptance all play critical roles. Sexual peak is not just about how often the body responds, it is about how fully the mind participates.